Hey everyone, welcome back to another day here in Florida. It's our second day here at Universal Studios. Today's a big day, it's a hit and miss day. If you would have watched last week's vlog, you would have seen the storms that we had last night, and also while looking at the weather this morning, it looks like those storms are due to hit tonight, if not even worse. The reason that's such a big problem is that we are originally going to Horror Nights tonight. We're supposed to be going to Horror Nights. We've got tickets booked for Horror Nights. We don't really want to go. If we have to go, we have to go, but like I said in last week's vlog, if we go and it's absolutely torrential, it's going to be half an experience. No scare actors out, scare zones are going to be closed, there's potential for the houses to flood, so there could be an issue there. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to guest services and see if it's at all possible to swap our tickets for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think that's the safest option.
It's on a storm warning,
yeah,
which isn't great when you've got even a storm warning for the PM, which isn't great when you've got PM outdoor activities. Go figure. So we're going to go down to guest service and see if there's anything we can do there. If there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do, and we're just going to have to
make the best of it. But
but that's in the evening. As for the day, we actually are going into Universal Studios. We did Islands yesterday, so yeah, Universal Studios, all there is to be done there. We're heading over to get some breakfast first, but yeah, that's the intro out of the way. Let's get on with today.
I mean, what happens with the, like, I'm assuming that no scare actors are out when it rains and things like that. Yeah. All the houses would still be open.
The houses should be open, yeah. The only thing is scare actors might go in.
Okay.
Okay. All right, thanks for your help, Anna.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, they could change our Horror Nights tickets, but they couldn't change our express passes that we had booked because the express passes for tomorrow are sold out. So we didn't want to lose out on how much did we spend on express passes?
I don't know, but they're probably nearly as much as the tickets themselves.
We couldn't afford to lose out on them. So as you can see, we actually just got to City Walk from Dockside. But unfortunately, we forgot our 4 single-use express passes that Steve and Gemma gave us yesterday. So we're having to go back to Dockside to get those express passes, to come back to City Walk to be able to use those express passes. We thought about just leaving it, but Gringotts Bank can be a 60, 70, 80 minute wait plus. So if we can express pass that out, we have to do that. So back we go. Tell me they're in there.
They're in there.
There we go, let's go. Hey, fancy seeing you again?
See you again.
Good morning. Thank you. Into Universal, it's 9:20. We do want to get some breakfast, but I think the plan is just to do a ride or two before we get breakfast. Rachel wants to have breakfast at, is it behind me?
Yeah, Today
Cafe. I'll pick something from there or I'll pick something from somewhere else, but Rachel does love a good Today Cafe. So yeah, probably maybe Minions. There's 2 Minions right here. I think the Minions Mayhem, has that always been there?
Yeah, we've never done that one.
And
then there's a new one here.
The new one, yeah. Villain Con or something.
Should we go do that?
Yeah.
So this is the new one. Is this just like a shoot 'em, like Men in Black style?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Please stand well to the side to allow other guests to move past you. Prepare your blaster. Opening Universal Orlando app.
Got your blaster. That's actually really fun. It's the first time I've ever been on a ride like that. It's a moving travelator, isn't it? So you stand on a moving travelator and you're free firing. You can, turn around both sides. It's like a walking ride. So you walk onto the ride and then you move through the ride and then you walk off the ride. There's no car, but it was really fun. Yeah, really fun. While we're on the Minions theme, we're gonna head over and do Minion Mayhem now. It's 30-minute wait, and then we'll grab. Yeah, we've never done this.
Never done it.
And then we'll grab some breakfast.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have finally worked out all of the kinks, as far as you know, and now you too can become a minion. Wow, look at that! I know, right? It's pretty spectacular.
I thought we'd actually been on that Minions ride before, but turns out we hadn't. We were briefly turned into Minions, but now we're going to get some breakfast. I'm actually pretty hungry. We haven't actually eaten or drank nothing yet, so today cafe it is. I didn't go for anything too crazy, just a cup of tea and a plain croissant, but the star of the show here is Rachel's ham, egg and cheese sandwich, which she's been waiting on for over a year now, and you've been talking about it, you've been dreaming about it. Do it. Everything you've been wanting, everything you've been dreaming of. Excellent, yeah, so we're just gonna eat these. We've got our little people watching spot here.
Wow, Eli. You're doing great.
Men in Black laser tag game done, and while I did win, it was all in vain because we got absolutely embarrassed by the single rider on the road with us. Just some random guy, like, oh yeah, it was on about 35,000, Rachel was on about 28,000, so it was quite touch and go. And then like Rachel nudged me and like pointed over that way, 750,000.
Something ridiculous like that.
Absolute sweat, so we just put our guns back in our holsters. There's no point playing, I'm not playing anymore.
We give up.
The Simpsons ride isn't a ride that we've been on since our first trip, I don't think. So we're talking 4 or 5 years. Been a long time. I think, didn't you get motion sickness from it the first time?
No, not motion sickness, it just does throw you around a lot.
So yeah, I didn't remember feeling that, but that's why we haven't been on it, because you weren't too fond of it. A lot of construction going on around by what used to be Woody Woodpecker's kids area. All the walls are up and they're getting extremely close to ET, as you can see here. Yes, they better keep away. This is sacred ground. I think everybody can agree, whether you like Universal or not, whether you like ET or not. I think
this is a classic.
We can all agree that it's the last classic. It's the last one. You know, Back to the Future, Jaws, you know, King Kong.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the ET adventure.
The orange light. I see him. Come on, let's go. You have saved our planet. Come celebrate with us.
Beetlejuice, can we get a photo, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Looking good, guys. Perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
It's quite scary.
As it's been 30 years since the release of the original Jurassic Park, Universal put in a tribute store, which has got some. It's almost like it's an attraction itself, isn't it? Yeah, and we were actually surprised it's still here because we thought they were going to take it down. We thought this was in where the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store is, so we thought when Horror Nights was going to come in that they would just scrap this, but this is in a different location, so it means it's still here and we get to enjoy it. So they've got like little movie sets, if you like. This is cool. They should have the guy though.
You didn't say the magic word.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The 30th anniversary Spirit jersey is very cool, and this is something that Rachel had her eye on before she came out. And it looks like it'll be coming home with us, won't it?
Definitely coming home with them.
It is coming home with us. And we also spotted they do pins. You know, we love a good pin, so one of them will be coming home with us as well. Looks like we're going to be making a few purchases. Yeah, babe. little few purchase or two. I vividly remember these goggles being in the back of the kind of Land Rover Jeeps, and I really wanted a pair. They never made them, and back then when it was out, when I was a kid, there was no such thing as like 3D printers or anything, so people couldn't make them, or they weren't available. But seeing them now, like, I want them. They're not available for sale, but just seeing them here, that's so cool. Okay, ready? Okay, I got them. And I got more of the actual like demo sets up here. So this is where that guy who was on about earlier,
You didn't say the magic word.
comes and meets his face by this guy, spits all that junk in his face, and then you've got this little photo up here, and Rach wants another photo on the toilet. That's the first time I think you've ever said that to me. Rex is gonna get ya.
That's great,
Thank you. Next up is the big one. It's the biggest ride in Universal Studios, the biggest roller coaster in Studios. It's Rip Ride Rocket. I always get a bit nervous on this one actually. It's this drop. It's just a bit too gnarly for me. But once you've cleared that and you're into that loop, it's fine. But that climb up is poopy pants time. We're starting to suffer a little bit from the weather. Like, it's that strange weather. I don't know whether you can tell from the footage or not, but it's really cloudy. It doesn't look very sunny at all. I mean, if you're watching it on a vlog like you guys are, it's like, oh, the weather's terrible, but it's so hot.
Humid.
It's really humid, and like you're just sweating loads, even though there's no direct sunlight. So we're suffering a little bit at the moment. So to combat that, we're going to go into Diagon Alley and get ourselves a nice cold ice cream. You'll always find everyone kind of standing here waiting for the dragon to blow. Phones at the ready, fingers steady, waiting for that dragon. So there you go. That was actually really well timed. So the cool thing about this ice cream parlour is it's not just your traditional ice cream flavours. So as well as having your normal, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, they have pretty out there flavours like chocolate and raspberry, strawberry and peanut butter, sticky toffee pudding and what have you. So different, there's like a bit of a spin on it.
And can I get another
So I went for the sticky toffee pudding. I thought that would be pretty nice. And Rachel went for raspberry and chocolate. And we also got a gilly water, which is just normal water, but they put a $2 price.
I think it's like $5.
Oh, was it really?
So.
Christ almighty. Okay, give yours a whirl.
Okay.
Chocolate, what are you getting, chocolate or raspberry more?
Chocolate. I can't. It's got a little aftertaste of raspberry.
To be fair, it does look mostly chocolate with a few swirls of raspberry in there. But good. Good little spot to sit in Diagon Alley if you need a rest, or if you're eating or drinking or having ice creams like we are. Right next to Gringotts Bank is these stairs leading up to nowhere virtually. It's just the decoration for the most part. But you can sit on them like we are here. And it gives you a great little spot just to, sit down and watch everyone coming into Diagon Alley and looking at the dragon, what have you. Good little spot. And while we're in Diagon Alley, it'd be rude not to go visit Gringotts Bank and all the strange activities that they've got going on over there, but we will be using 2 of the express passes that Steve and Gemma gave us yesterday. So once again, guys, you've saved us a good amount of time. Thank you very much. We managed to escape Gringotts with our lives, even though Voldemort. What did Voldemort do?
Promised us a dose of pain.
To help us remember. Anybody else quote the rides? We love to do that. We managed to get on the Mummy as well back there, so that wraps up a pretty successful day at Universal Studios. Those fast passes, express passes, pardon my Disney, but pardon my old school Disney.
Yeah.
Came in really handy. So it is 3:10. I'm not sure whether you guys can see that. 3:10 now. We do want to do Stay and Scream for Horror Nights. Stay and Scream, if you don't know, is basically if you can go in the park early, can't you? And they put you in like a pen, pretty much, and then you do get released slightly before everybody else. If you're already in the park when Horror Nights kicks in, they release you a little bit before, so you can get in front a bit more. That's what we're planning on doing. It's 3:30 now, though. We're gonna go back, have a little bit of a rest, get into our Horror Nights outfits, Horror Nights ready, come back, and yeah, do a bit of Stay and Scream. So we're gonna get to the park about
4:45, half 4, 4:45.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's just about wraps up this little bit. We will be back in this exact same spot I'm planning in about a couple of hours. See you then. A few hours later, and we are back, and we're Halloween Horror Nights ready. Slight change of plan. We're not coming to do the
Stay and Scream.
Stay and Scream. We're not coming to do that. By the time we got back to the room and we were resting, it was like we pretty much had to be ready and out again within 45 minutes to do it, and it was just all a bit too rushed. This is until 2 AM. We're not planning to stay out until 2 AM, but if we have to, we have to, and it just felt like rushing wasn't the best thing, especially as we're 2 days into this.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd take it a bit slow, but that does mean that we do have to wait in a queue that you can kind of see behind you. Maybe we can slither our way around it and stuff, but it does mean that we'll have to wait in that for the most part. But let's do it. On Weather Watch, we may have dodged a bullet. We've got, it's saying it's raining now, but it's actually not, so that's a bonus. But we've got a 60% chance at 6, a 60% chance at 7, then it goes down to a 30% chance at 8, and then from 8 onwards we're dry. And like I say, this is until 2 AM, so we may get a couple of hours of rain at worst, but you know, we can just go, we can do the houses or whatever, but our main concern was if it's going to be a typhoon for all night, the scare actors don't come out, the scare zones aren't on, but at least we know from 9-10 o'clock they should come out, the zone should be up, we should be good. This is the current situation. Thank you. And we are in, baby. Into the fog. Into the So our first official house of 2023 is going to be The Exorcist. It's showing a 25-minute wait, which is actually really good considering the park just opened. I was about to say what we did fail to mention was that we have got express passes. It's something that we decided to do last year straight off the bat, wasn't it? It is a bit of an extra cost, but last year it saved our ass on a lot of the houses.
If you're only doing one night, it's a must.
Yeah, if you do 2 nights, you could get away with it, but if you want to get as many houses during one night and see the scare zones and see the scare actors and see the show, express pass is the way to go. But yeah, let's go. The only downside to the houses is that we can't show you guys what's in the houses. They don't allow filming in the houses, which is a shame, but it is what it is. We can show you the scare zones, we can show you the scare actors and stuff later on in the dark, and that'd be really cool, but unfortunately in the houses we just can't bring you in. First house done, Exorcist. We've dipped our toes in.
So scary.
It was really good. The one thing I'll say about that compared to the houses that we experienced last year I felt that in each room you go through there was 1, 2, maybe 3 scare actors in each room. In that room I found that there was at least 4 in one, and it throws you because once you've gone through your first scare, your second scare you're thinking, okay, that's it for this room.
Can't be anymore.
And then you get a third scare and you think, well, that really can't be, and then you get a 4th scare, and I think that's how they get you.
And the girls behind were like screaming so much.
That makes it worse because everyone around you, screaming's a chain reaction, so once someone screams it just goes across the whole room and everyone starts screaming, but that's part of the fun, it's part of the love. Second house is Chucky. It'd be interesting to see how they do this. Is it puppets? Is it real people? Who knows, but let's find out. I was just saying, I don't know, is it going to be people? Is it puppets? Is it animatronics?
I don't know, but that little scared the out of me.
Little, whoa, language Rachel. Little Chuckies, little animatronic Chuckies everywhere, but we didn't rate it. It was I think with these houses, it all comes down to if you get jump scared or not, because there's, you'll walk along and then it'll jump out in person in front of you, but that doesn't necessarily scare you. You need it to jump out in front of you.
Yeah.
I think that was
we didn't get any, did we?
Yeah, we had bad timing. I think that's what it came down to, a bad timed house. But I can see how it could be good. I mean, I enjoyed all the animatronics. It did look cool. Good. It has started to rain a bit, so we've just seeked a little bit of shelter. We've got a Bud Light each. We're gonna have a little drink and just see if this passes, because for for the most part, touch wood, we're good with the weather. I think this is as bad as it's going to get. We shouldn't be here that long, and it isn't that bad, to be honest. But we are just going to shelter it out anyway.
Yeah, it's only 8 o'clock, so...
Still got plenty of time.
Yeah.
On our way to the next house, we're actually in the line for the next house, which is Dr. Oddfellows. Dr. Oddfellows, like it's his show, isn't it? It's his night. Last night it was the pumpkin. I mean, last year was the Pumpkin Lord. This year it's Dr. Oddfellows. So this is his house. This is his world. But yeah, this is what basically the lines look like. You come right at the back of the park, really, don't you? On these roads and stuff that you've never really seen. But this is how it is. This is how it all looks. But yeah. Fourth house?
Third house.
Third house, but yeah, as I was about to say, still raining, but it's manageable. Yeah, so we're completely at the back of Men in Black here, and this is what the queuing system's like. Snakes all around the back of the park. You don't really see any of this. Well, there's no room for any of this at the front of the park, let's be honest. So you have to stick it all at the back. Here we go. Dr. Oddfellow's Grand Circus. Next up is the one, the only, it's the Nightmare Fuel Dream Revenge show. Excellent show this is, we watched it last year. It's got a huge following as well. I don't like using the word cult, but it has almost got like a cult following. Everybody goes pretty insane in here. That show was absolutely amazing. You can understand why so many people just come to Halloween Horror Nights specifically for that show. We did actually go and watch that with Becky and Sean, who we've been speaking to over on Instagram. Yeah. So yeah, guys, it was great to see you, great to meet you, and great to have that little experience with you both. So thanks for joining us on that. But today, right now, is the big one. It's Stranger Things. We're getting that done now. We wanted to kind of leave it later in the night, what was my suggestion, but two of the houses have actually closed down due to some kind of electrical error. Rachel's now panicking that Stranger Things could follow suit. She's like, we've got to go and do it. And I completely agree, to be fair, because if that went down, nightmare. But yeah, big thing now, Stranger Things. This is what I've been waiting for 2 years. We wanted this last Horror Nights. Yeah. We were hoping for this last Horror Nights, it never happened. It's here now, let's do it.
Here we go.
Stranger Things house, what do we think, Rachel?
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
Everything I want to see the happen.
It wasn't even scary to us, but that's not in a bad way. That's not taking anything away. It was because we were walking in wanting that. We wanted to see everything. We wanted to experience everything. So we weren't really thinking about how it could scare us. We were just thinking about how amazing it would be to look. But just absolutely.
Yeah, we just wanted to take it all in, and even like if you do it, you can look up.
Yes, yeah, look up. There's a lot of things that are. I mean, the highlight of it for us was walking through and Little 11 and number 1 were having their fight right in between us. You know, their fight in the lab when she throws them against the glass mirror, and she's actually, you know, she pretty much sends them to the upside down. They had that fight right in the middle of us, and we stopped it. We're not supposed to stop, we're supposed to keep walking. We stopped. Rachel turned around, looks at me, and I was looking, we were just like mouth open, and they're having this fight in the middle of us, and they weren't even looking at us. It was like we weren't even there. They were just they were there having this fight, and we were just in the middle of it, like in the middle of a scene of. It was just exactly what we wanted. It was absolutely amazing. Best house, wasn't it? Yeah. Which was I'm glad so. Yeah. I'm glad so. We just
to the heart.
Definitely did. We just stopped off at Surfer Wood Pizza as well. We grabbed a cheese pizza, and we also grabbed a Hawaiian punch little cocktail, which we're going to drink, and then we're going to be hitting the scare zones. The weather's got dry now, so the scare actors are out. It's looking good. We're good for the rest of the night. So Last of Us house, and there's also one more house. Yes, the Monsters in Paris. So still more to do, but good stuff. Couple of the scare zones done there. Really impressed with the same one we was really impressed with last year. Well, the same position, just down by where the Bourne show is. Looking at it now, you can't see it, but I'm looking at it. Down by where the Bourne show is, really good there. Chainsaws, like, you know, running at you. And I found it was quieter down there, and it was the same last year. It was quieter down there. We had a really good few scares down there. 2 more houses done. We did The Last of Us, which was really good. Yeah, really good. I mean, if you played the video game, if you've watched the show, clickers, lots of them, you'll know. And the thing I found with those was they walk at you, whereas a lot of the actors in the other houses, they'll just kind of like move at you, whereas they just walk at you and they don't really stop, which was a nice, which was different. I like that. And then we did the Monsters in Paris. So it was The Invisible Man, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Werewolf.
Jekyll and Hyde as well.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, the reason we did that one was because last year in the exact same spot was it was similar themed. It was monsters. There was the mummy, the vampire, and it was the werewolf, wasn't it? Into the tribute store we go. Oh, I like all this. Look at the vintagey stuff. So we're looking for a pin specifically.
Yeah, Harry likes pin. That is a big mug.
Feel the weight on that. Matches your t-shirt though.
Yeah.
The Exorcist stuff is cool. I like these masks. These are cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they look like some of the scare actors, man.
Yeah. That's such good quality. Look at that. Wow. So we found the pin that we're going to take. Well, we didn't think it was very specific at first, did we? But then we noticed at the bottom here it says 2023. So it's got this cool little Ouija board. But yeah, pin acquired. Back where we started the night, and we are officially spent. We've got about 4% left in the tank, and that is just to get us to the bus terminal. And I'm surprised if we last that, to be honest. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I think we've done really well, to be honest. I didn't think we were going to be making it at all. I thought we'd do about 11:30, 12. Another absolutely incredible night.
Yeah, brilliant. Loved it.
Yeah, highlight was obviously Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the scare zones as well as usual. The biggest W of the night was the weather.
I know.
The weather held out, considering how worried we were this morning, to the point of where we went to reception asking if we could change the tickets till tomorrow.
Yeah.
We had about an hour and a half of rain. I'd call it drizzle, but amazing. So yes, tomorrow, a chill day, thank you God, a chill day. Yeah, pool day around the hotel. We'll be vlogging all that, so yeah, join us for that. And then on the evening we have got...
We're going to go to Island Adventure for a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
dinner somewhere on City Walk.
Yeah, we've never really done the parks of an evening, like the rides and what have you. So we're going to Islands and do Velocicoaster and all that in the dark. So it should be pretty good. But yes, thanks for watching. Don't know how long this is going to be. I imagine it could be pretty lengthy. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. And yeah, tune back next week to see what we get up to tomorrow. See you later, guys.